Chinese President Xi Jinping has pledged to open China's economy to the world's emerging nations by implementing zero tariffs for the least developed countries, a commitment made on September 5th during the China-Africa Summit in Beijing. This move seems aimed at contrasting China's approach with the United States' shift towards protectionism. Xi's promise also addresses concerns among emerging countries about the potential flood of cheap Chinese goods, undermining their economic development as global trade dynamics shift. As China works to curb excessive investment in real estate and infrastructure, it is heavily investing in advanced manufacturing, labeled as new quality productive forces. The West has reacted by accusing China of overproduction and dumping surplus goods, leading European and North American leaders to impose tariffs on items like electric vehicles and solar panels. In response, many emerging markets are considering protectionist measures of their own to shield their economies from excess Chinese production. Countries such as Indonesia, Chile, Mexico, and Brazil have already implemented or are preparing to impose tariffs or anti-dumping measures on Chinese imports. This marks a significant shift, as emerging markets have historically seen China as a crucial economic partner and source of investment, particularly through the Belt and Road Initiative. Despite Xi's recent pledge of $51 billion in credit lines and green investments for Africa, emerging nations are growing concerned about the impact of Chinese imports on their own industries and economies. The scale and diversity of China's exports, now reaching $309 billion in August, exceed previous concerns of dumping in specific industries like steel. The widespread nature of Chinese exports, from electric vehicles to manufacturing components, complicates the issue. Emerging markets are responding to various pressures, including perceived unfair competition and the effects of Western countries' attempts to decouple from China. If tariffs increase in the West, more emerging nations might adopt similar measures, creating additional challenges for China's export strategy. Trade-dependent economies in Asia, such as Malaysia and Thailand, are particularly vulnerable as China expands into higher-end manufacturing. The influx of cheap Chinese goods could exacerbate issues like premature deindustrialization in developing economies, making it harder for them to overcome the middle-income trap. For Western leaders, China's export surge presents an opportunity to address common challenges with the Global South, potentially fostering a unified agenda. China faces a difficult choice: continue its export-focused strategy to stimulate domestic growth and maintain political legitimacy, or adjust its approach to strengthen ties with developing nations. Balancing both goals will be challenging for Xi and his administration.